Hey everybody. I'm not sure if I'm streaming in my group. I always try to stream to my group, but I don't know. It never seems to go right. But whatever. I'm live. Wherever I'm live, I am live. And not only am I live, I'm alive. I am alive. I think we all need to take a minute and say how grateful we are for our lives here, and be thankful for everything that we have. Okay, we're very blessed, even if we have problems, because you're alive, and things could be worse. The alternative is way down under. So anyway, I've been. I'm moving. Sold my house here in New York. Went to contract. Didn't sign. We're not out, but it's going to be happening soon. My husband is now on furlough with the government because he is a TSA agent. So there's that to contend with. So you see, there's always a problem. There's always obstacles. There's always challenges. And there's always conflict. There's always worry. There's always stress. There's always happiness. There's always joy. There's always overcoming. There's always persevering. There's always something. It's never nothing. So when I was going through the new house, what you see is these houses are really well trimmed. Okay, the houses in North Carolina, built by this builder, Logan Homes, and it happens to be like what you want is what you get. That's it. You can't change it, whatever. But the quality of the homes is really well done. There's nice molding around the windows. It's not your 2¼ inch molding. It's 3¼ molding with a nice detail. It's not your 3.5 or 4 inch base molding. It's 7, 8 inch base molding. It has wainscot, however you want to say it, has deep woodwork details. There is wood shelving inside of the closets. But how this builder is able to sell these homes and produce them and sell them quickly is because it's a package, okay? It's this house with this trim. It's either this trim, 1, 2, or 3. And inside trim 1 is this countertop, that cabinet, that flooring. Everything is predetermined. They're using KitchenAid appliances for the cooktop and the ranges and dishwashers and stuff like that. The refrigerators are not included, and the kitchens are no accessories at all. So when we're dealing as a kitchen designer, what this, maybe you know it, maybe you don't. When you're designing a kitchen, okay, it's very technical, right? We go into all the technicals, our overalls, our central lines, our plumbing, our electric, all those technical things. And then we're designing with dimensions, in dimensions of 3, getting our clearances for our walkways on countertops properly placed, landing spaces, thinking about using our space physically. Now, when you have a kitchen, the reason this house is so inexpensive, and it's not inexpensive because it has nice trims, but the reason it's coming out up at this price point and not another $50,000 more is because of the kitchen and because of the bathroom. The tile, the builder, it's a builder, okay, a massive builder. He got a container of this color tile, a container of that color tile, and a container of that color tile. So those are his tiles. And it's your house either gets that tile, or that tile. And the two shall never swap, okay? It's a book. What you see is what you get. The tiles, right. It's probably a dowel tile. It's once the tile is, I'm not sure if it's porcelain or ceramic. There's no way to tell. A porcelain tile is stronger than a ceramic tile. The properties are stronger. So but the tile gets glued down, and the surface of a tile is glazed and very, very, very durable tile, whether it's ceramic or porcelain or anything else, because we have tiles in Pompeii. Okay, so they're durable materials in general. A tile. So the tile is the tile, but they're using Moen faucets. Moen. Now, as a high-end designer, I'm looking at the kitchen going, this builder has a warehouse full of base 27s. I thought they were 24, but I measured it, they're 27. Base 27. Every kitchen is a combination with a base 27. Then the sink base is a base 36 because they got a big, nice sink in it. So they're standard cabinet sizes. There's a truckload of white shaker, a truckload of gray shaker, and a truckload of a wood shaker. Okay, that's all you get. Not one rollout, not one cutlery divider. It's a framed wooden cabinet. I don't know if it's plywood or if it's particle board, because you can't get that determination because the countertops are already in. So you don't know. And also the drawer box. Okay, so that's another thing that makes a cabinet, why your kitchen is more expensive. It's because the drawer boxes. When you have a higher end cabinet, you get a little bit nicer, deeper, thicker, fully bullnose, sanded, all wood bottom, wood sides. The drawer box in a higher end cabinet is going to be like a furniture grade, really beautiful. And it does make a difference because I have the customs. It's really hard to go from custom high-end cabinets to these, master brand cabinetries. And these have no rollouts, not one rollout. And what I want to say is the box is the same price, whether you have a rollout in it or not. It's the cheapest part of the cabinet is the box. Okay. When you have one drawer, it's the cheapest form, the least expensive base cabinet. Okay. If you have a half depth shelf in that base cabinet, it's an inexpensive cabinet line. Okay. Those are the signs that you look at. If it has a vinyl interior, it's a more inexpensive cabinet line. There's nothing, I don't know whether it's customizable or not, probably not, because it's all builder grade and maybe a step up from builder grade. So maybe they're plywood cabinets and they're a very nice door, and there's quartz countertops. Anything, I can't stand quartz because I just don't like things that are fake. And I think quartz, man-made quartz is man-made, and I don't like that. Personal preference. So, and I have quartz in all white in my bathroom upstairs that's discolored. So I don't really like a quartz, but that's all I can get. So my intention is to buy my Sub-Zero refrigerator, and I've got to redo that kitchen. There's no way I can live with that kitchen the way it is. It's got to be redone at some point. And it's funny because my friend, another kitchen designer, I told her, I said, it's a standard overlay shaker door in white. Standard overlay. Standard, not full, not inset, standard overlay. And she goes, oh, that's rough, Allie. That's rough. And if you're a designer, I know what I'm talking about. You know what you're looking at. But the regular homeowner going in there is like, oh my God, look at this kitchen. And me, I'm like, I hate the countertop. I hate Moen faucets. I hate the backsplash tile. I hate these cabinets. I hate that there's no rollouts. It's all about the kitchen, right? And it's all about the bathroom fixtures. So I'm already finding out in the bathroom, what size pipes are they using? What's the PVC? Is it PVC? Is it copper? Is it 1/2 inch? Is it 3/4? What do I got over there? Because I want to redo all of the faucets. I want to change out because there's so what did I look at? Right, here goes the designer and the construction person. Can I have access to behind the shower valve? Am I going to be able to open up the wall behind the shower valve and get in there and change it, take off the trim? If it's plastic tubing, then I think it's easier to take it apart. But I need to have a better valve. I cannot live with the Moen valve. It's funny because it's like every time I turn it on, I'll be like, oh, this is going to be, give it 5 years. And I told that to the builder's rep. I said, give this faucet 5 years, and it's dripping. It's dripping because it's Moen. Not that Moen's that bad, but Moen is not Newport brass. Okay. I'm a Newport brass DXV Santec California faucet girl. Okay. Even Kohler. I know Kohler, but I'm that kind of a product. So if it was Kohler faucets, I would have been like, oh, all right, Kohler, no problem. I'll keep a Kohler, right? But it's also pressure balance valve, and I don't want a pressure balance valve. I want a thermostatic valve. So these are the things that we think about as designers, and I know that that's why the price point of the house was the price point it was. Beautiful vinyl flooring, everything is nice. What am I going to do? This girl's going in the day after closing, getting the plumber there, going, let's change out these valves, let's change out those faucets. I might even just change out that bathroom countertop. It's really just 3/4 material and 2 sinks. I mean, how hard, for $2,000, I probably get a nice top and get what I want, right? And I don't really care because I'm not changing this in 25 years. I'm thinking about a 25-year plan. So the quality of the product that you put in is always paramount. So not only thinking about the aesthetics, like the tile and the fixtures and the cabinetry, but the longevity of the product. My Sub-Zero refrigerator is 25 years old, okay? 25 years old. But I did have a situation where there was a problem with the refrigerator portion, because in Sub-Zero there's a separate compressor for the refrigerator and a separate compressor for the freezer, and I had to have the whole compressor changed for the refrigeration. So basically all the parts were upgraded at like age 10. All the parts with Sub-Zero were covered, but I had to pay labor and some other parts, whatever. So maybe it cost me 10 years ago $1,400 to repair my gorgeous Sub-Zero refrigerator. So the longevity of the product is really what you're paying for. So Sub-Zero refrigerator, I have to buy my own refrigerator. So why would I not buy a Sub-Zero when I'm a designer? And as a designer, you have access to getting them for personal use for yourself. If you're involved in the kitchen and bath business, reach out to your suppliers, reach out to your distributors. I know SKS from LG, Signature Kitchen Suite. They offer a designer program, and that's another wonderful product. So I'm reaching out to my distributors and my dealers, and stuff that I used to be a dealer for, to get the product that I want to replace in this house. I've put the 2020 in the kitchen. I measured the kitchen. I'm figuring out a new layout, and I'm already going to be quoting getting those cabinets out and putting in what I want. So because it's longevity, and maybe I won't do it this year, maybe I'll do it next year, but I have to live with what I love. And right now I don't love that kitchen. I want a beautiful hood over my range. I want. And what happens is, when this point in your life, like when you're in your 40s and your 50s, and now I'm in my 60s, really, life is so short. You have to get what you want. So knowing the fact that if I want to retrofit those cabinets with rollouts, say they're all base 27, and I have 5 base cabinets. That's 10 rollouts, because you know I need 2 rollouts each. 10 rollouts. If I put in 10 rollouts, how that's like $5,000. So would I invest $5,000 into a kitchen that I don't really like? No, I wouldn't do that. And I like a combination of cabinetry. I don't like just rollouts. As a designer, I know the cost of the cabinets, that a base 18 with 4 drawers is probably more money. In fact, I know it's more money than a base 27 with no rollouts. So using your budget properly and knowing where the money is and how much where's the cost. One door style for the kitchen will completely change the price versus another door style. Why? It could be the color, the wood, the center panel. Is it a full overlay, a standard overlay? Is it inset? So all of these variables is what changes the price of the cabinetry. And what I always did as a designer is that I would get the client, and that's I teach this, get your clients to fill out their form, okay, your client interview, and to get what they want in their kitchen, what they hate in their new kitchen, and what they want in their new kitchen. So once you have all their pain points and you start to design the kitchen, how I like to do it is I say to the client, listen, I'm going to put everything in there that you want, because it's going to be the top price you're going to have. Okay. And we can always go down from there. So knowing that you're putting in all the rollouts, the customer wants glass, which you know means a finished interior, maybe different shelving, glass from either the vendor or a different supplier. So I know the cost of everything, but the customer doesn't. The client has no clue, right? They're lay people. We are the pro. So I design with putting in everything. And also if if I design a kitchen with a lot of drawer bases, that's going to be more expensive than a cabinet with just rollouts, because the wood, the hardware, the slides, the drawer fronts are more expensive. So all of that cost goes into the calculation of the kitchen. And when you've got it loaded up, you can always take it out. So when the customer sees everything that they have, rather than starting with a blank canvas and adding and adding and adding, and the price goes up and up and up and up, and they get more nervous, and more nervous, you start off already nervous. And then you calm them down, and get it to the point where you want. And if you are an experienced designer, you can even tell the client, well, what you're asking me is, a little on the higher end, because when I have a glass cabinet, explain to them, when I have a glass cabinet, not only do I need to give you the glass cabinet, but I need to finish the interior. We need to supply glass. So it's more expensive. The door is what's expensive, and the finished interior. So you need to know how to play with the pricing. You could say, well, listen, let's not do, 5 drawer bases. Let's do 3 and do some rollouts. So it's a matter of calculating the price. So it's not just how it looks. It's giving it within the budget, knowing that you can manipulate the cabinetry, because each cabinet has its own cost, and each door style has its own cost. Each finish has its own cost. So when you start to go high and you come in and start to drop it, the customer is making the decision on what's the most important to them and where they're willing to splurge. So I know that in the kitchen that they're giving me with the builder is not worth splurging on. I've already got to change the cabinetry to accommodate my panel ready Sub-Zero refrigerator, because that's the most important thing to me. So I've got to start modifying everything already. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and get a box of the vinyl flooring. Okay, because I can take out those cabinets, because the vinyl flooring, you put the cabinetry in and then the flooring goes in. Okay, so if I take out the island and I take out the cabinetry without modifying, without doing anything, I can replace where I change and stay within the confines of water lines and vent lines. And I've already got to start changing electric for the refrigerator. But that's what I'm going to be doing because I have to have my Sub-Zero refrigerator. I'm sorry. I cannot live with any other brand. My loyalty to Sub-Zero is true. I have it. I own it for 25 years. So, I can testify to the quality. And please keep on going. Keep on going. Knock wood. It's a beautiful refrigerator. So lots of things to think about when pricing out your kitchen. And that's why these homes are so inexpensive, is because of the plumbing and because of the material and because there's no rollouts and they're using stock tile. I'm going to have to settle. It's all about settle. People said, I don't know, Alison, how you can stand someone to design your own kitchen. I can't, but I have to compromise. I think so many people, and I'm guilty of the same thing, of not compromising, compromising on the things I want versus what I can get. And if I want to move the project ahead, I need to compromise. When doing a layout with a client, if I'm convinced that their dishwasher should be on the left and the client insists on it being on the right, you know what? I need to compromise. So I need to give them the kitchen, the dishwasher on the right, and to deal with however else I need to deal with. But satisfying the customer and not getting stuck in, I have to have this. I have to. Well, the only thing I really have to have, and I am stuck on, is the refrigerator. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm realizing, gee, that's something I'm not compromising on. And you know why I'm not compromising on it? I'll tell you why, because it lasts. It's the best quality. I won't compromise on quality. Okay. So when I get into John telling my husband, John, he goes, oh, I give it 2 years. And my friend Ellen goes, it's not going to last. It's got to go. The kitchen's got to go, Alison. I'm like, kitchen's got to go. But I compromised on the kitchen and I can't do what I want to do because I got to get into this neighborhood. I have to get into the house. I have to get into the development. I have to be there near my mom. I had to compromise. But the one thing I'm not compromising is my refrigerator. So being a designer for the last 30 years and an educator, I really always stand by warranty. I always talk about the warranty. I talk about customer service. Not only are you buying Sub-Zero, I have a 10-year warranty. I have excellent customer service. I have a refrigerator that keeps my food fresh, and it's just can't tell you. I can't tell you. And it's built in. It looks like furniture. I hate a stainless steel refrigerator. I can't stand it. My sister has Thermador, and I did not clean that refrigerator the whole time I was down south for my mom, taking care of my mom, and I did not clean it. And what was there? Fingerprints. And it was me and my mother. Oh, hate it. I don't like stainless at all, especially like a big stainless panel. I can't take it. I want nice furniture looking. If it's all open like that into the living room and the dining room and the kitchen, I want it to look like furniture. I want a panel on my dishwasher because I hate the stainless. So you get the drips, you get this, it gets a mark, and maybe it'll get pitted because I'm down south. I don't know, but I like panel ready. So I'm already putting it in the computer. I'm gearing up to stealing some of that vinyl flooring, because they won't tell you the name of anything. I just need a case, maybe 2 or 3. I'm going to run over there, or I'll have someone run over there. Get that flooring. But I can't wait. What I want to do is I'm so excited to be relieving myself of all the stress here in New York because it's so expensive here. It's so stressful and it could be very isolating for me. I'm really looking forward to starting over in North Carolina. And you know what? I even feel more motivated to teach and to bring you all in on the journey of buying, renovating, and changing. And like I said, I've already got the new kitchen in my 2020. Maybe now that I was down there, I'll make some modifications to it and change things up a little bit. But I think it's really cool to share it with everybody. And I wanted to share the fact that the cabinetry, it's the cheapest door and there's not one rollout and it's so basic, but it's painted white, Shanker. It has a quartz countertop, nice white backsplash, white, everything's white. It's gonna get me in. Do I love the tile in the master bathroom? It looks like that fake white and gray marble. Looks like it's not even the best quality, but is it good? I'll throw a rug over it. It's just the master bathroom. I'll get beautiful light fixtures. I'll put up a gorgeous wallpaper. I'm going to replace it with beautiful 8-inch spread, maybe Sandtech or DXV or Newport brass faucets. I'll make it look, I'll do it, because what's the most important in the bathroom? The faucets. What's the most important in the kitchen? The cabinetry. Okay, because if you do a good quality cabinet, that finish, okay, is gonna last, because everything about a better quality cabinet is from the quality of the plywood they use to the finishes on the door to the hinges and everything else about the cabinetry. So that is going to give me a 25-year kitchen at the end of the day. So I can take out that kitchen, put it in the garage, because it's nothing but base 27s. I think there's 5 base 27s. Okay, I have a nice base 27s of storage in the garage. But that's all it is. And if I want to, there doesn't come with, it comes with a KitchenAid dishwasher in stainless. And I don't want that. I want, because I want it. So yeah, I'm gonna hold not gonna compromise on the quality of the appliances in the kitchen and the quality of the cabinetry in the kitchen. And if it's a granite's gonna last me forever as well. My kitchen is 25 years old. I have a granite countertop. It has a couple of little divots in it. It has a couple little chips in it. Like I said, if I wanted to, I can get somebody to come in and fix it for me. But it's stone, and I want a kitchen that I don't have to worry about for 25 years. So that's what I'm going to do down there. So I'm going to show you my ideas. I'm going to put it in the computer. Again, because I have modifications, and I actually measured the whole downstairs because I want to figure out all my furniture. I have to get my furniture, and I don't do furniture. So I need my designer friends, decorator designers that do furniture and stuff, and wallpaper. I can't wait to get wallpaper. Some gorgeous wallpapers out there. So lots to come and talk about. But today I wanted to bring that out about the cabinetry and the kitchen and how it gets me in, but there's not one accessory in the kitchen. Nothing. Not there. Yes, there is. I'm sorry. Bad Alison. There's a double garbage 18. But it's stupid. I just tell you this quick and then I'll get going, because I could just chatter. So we're in the one kitchen I like. It has it's the dishwasher. First of all, it's all built with 2x4s around it. So they're wasting sheetrock space. I've got 8 inches worth of wall construction. So they have like a 4-inch wall, whatever, sheetrock. Then they have the dishwasher. Then they have a 36-inch base. And then they have like a little 3-inch filler. Okay. Then it turns. And I have a stupid little 9-inch tray base, because they're not going to pay to put in a corner cabinet, and it wouldn't fit anyway. It's a stupid layout. And then it's a 9-inch cabinet, and then it's an 18-inch double garbage rollout. So what does this L mean to me? It means every time someone wants to go into the garbage, I've got to step aside to get them into the garbage. And you know how come I know that? Because I have a corner sink now and the garbage is right next to me. And what does I have to do? I have to step to the side, everybody to get into the garbage. So I'm going to have to do the same thing. I'm not going to do it. And the realtor says, so the realtor from the builder goes, oh yes, this is our only L-shaped island. And the Ocean Ridge Plantation realtor goes, what is the purpose of this? And I said to both of them, nothing. It's a stupid design. It's nothing, no purpose to this whatsoever. And it's not. What do I have? A 9-inch cabinet and a drawer base 18. So what did this L do for me? Nothing. It gave me nothing except an awkward corner. Rip it out, please. Everybody rip it out. Just get rid of it. I don't care how you put the molding on it. Oh, and the island with a plug on it is all over the place. Okay. So no one in North Carolina got the code update that the outlet does not belong on an island. Okay. Or a peninsula. It doesn't belong on the sides. It belongs on a backsplash on the raised height, or it belongs in a pop-up. That's the code. Okay. It changed. So this island actually had 4 outlets on it, 1 on, 2 under, another one on the side. I never saw so many outlets in my life on an island. Why? I don't need it. And then my sister there, why is that? Why I said, because they found that all of the people were going to the emergency room because they got injured by catching on that wire coming off of the island on something hot, on something whatever. There were emergency room visits. Okay, so that's why there's no longer an outlet on the side of the island, or you can put an outlet inside the island just ready to go at a later date. Okay, so nobody in North Carolina got that memo in Logan Homes. And his kitchen needs to be updated because the L really sucks. Okay, I'm just saying that's not a good design. It's not a good design. 24, 36, a little 9, and an 18. It could have just gone in a row. Could have done it something different. Anyway, I'm going to bring you on that journey. We're going to do it together. I have some pictures of the kitchen. I'll put them up there. And yeah, we're going to do it together and share the process of taking it out and putting it back in. Some really good stuff to talk about. I love to teach you guys. I love to bring my message. I know I haven't been around lately, but I'm here. I didn't go anywhere. I just been busy. I'm moving dilemma for the last 6 months. Okay, cool. So listen, keep an eye out for all new things, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to check out the Kitchen and Bath Design Academy. Got some exciting news coming up. We should have some, I know I keep saying that, but actually now I have somebody else, surprise, is going to be helping me and joining me. It's all going to be good. News to come.